Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we're standing down here by our PJ dump trailer because I'm getting ready to go get a load of fertilizer so that I can fertilize our second cut of hay. We just cut the first cut and now I want to go ahead and fertilize this second cut because the first cut we didn't actually fertilize. But when I got down here to the trailer, I realized something, and it really kind of triggered this video because I realized I had a flat. So I used the trailer last time, and then just within a couple days, I was down here mowing and I noticed that this tire was flat. So we got to change this tire out before we can go get our load of fertilizer. So I actually just used the other trailer, and now that I need to hook up to the dump trailer, I've got to change my hitch. So we're using our bulletproof hitch today. And I wanted to show you, how quick and easy this is to go ahead and flip this around, switch between trailers and heights and everything, because this hitch is kind of a one hitch does all, and it will handle pretty much any weights that I use to tow, all the way up to 22,000 pounds, which is rated more than what the truck actually is. So the dump trailer uses the 2 5/16 ball, so we're going to flip it over. And the height that we need is one step from the top. So it's about a 2-inch drop. And that's how quick and easy it is to switch that around to use for another trailer. So now that we're hooked up to our bulletproof hitch, we'll move the trailer up to some flat ground, and I'm going to show you a cool device that makes changing your trailer tire a lot easier. So what we have here is the trailer aid, and this device is so that you don't need a jack to jack up your tandem axle trailer. This thing is rated for 15,000 pounds, so it will accommodate a lot of trailers even if you're loaded. So this trailer is a 14,000 GVWR, so even if it was loaded to the max, then it would still be able to use this device. So this thing's pretty simple and it's pretty easy to store. We actually got it for our horse trailer, and we just carry it in the little small tack room that's in there, so it's always with us and we don't have to worry about trying to get a jack under the trailer or something. The only downfall is, I guess, if you had two flats on one side, then it might be a little more difficult to use. I don't know if you could even use it at that, but as long as you have one flat at a time on your tandem axle trailer, then this is a device that is super easy and super simple to use. At least that's what they say. This is actually my first time using this, so we're going to kind of learn and figure this thing out together and see how well it actually does work. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion about this. This is not something they sent. This is something that we did buy, and I'm glad we haven't had to use it until now. The directions are pretty straightforward. You pretty much just park your trailer on flat ground. You just put the trailer aid under the axle with the good tire, and that way that tire rolls up onto it and lifts it up and lifts that tire off the ground. So I did see it skip just a little bit as I was trying to pull up on it, but it looks like it raised the tire up there pretty close. I don't know if that's quite far enough to get the tire off or not. We may end up having to look and see if they make a taller model for this trailer. So the first time I tried this, the trailer aid did not lift that high enough off the ground to be able to get the wheel off. So what I ended up doing on this is putting a block right here on this shackle so that it couldn't travel up as far. And just putting that 1.5 inch piece of wood right there made a huge difference in how high that the trailer was able to, or how much the suspension on the trailer could move. And that gave it plenty of room to lift the tire off the ground there. So I'm going to check and see if Trailer Aid makes one that's taller than that, because this device actually is really cool and really easy to use if it'll work for like this type of a trailer. The horse trailer, there's no doubt that it would have lifted the wheel off without any help. So like I say, this is my first time of even trying this Trailer Aid. I like the design of it, but I just found its limit. While this is a great idea, if you can't use it for a trailer like this, it's kind of pointless, right? And you'd want to make sure that you tried it out before you were on a road trip somewhere and actually needed it. If I was somewhere on the side of the road, I wouldn't have had these extra pieces of wood with me, so I wouldn't have been able to rig this up in order to get this to work. So let's go on though, because I got to get this tire change out so I can go get some fertilizer. All right, so now that we have the tire changed out, then all we got to do is just back down off of the trailer aid, and we're good to go. My initial thoughts and I guess this review on this trailer aid, I like the idea of this trailer aid really, really well. And if it would have been the correct height, it would have been a matter of just set it under the tire, pull up on it, take the tire off, and then put it back on, and then back off the ramp, and you're good to go. It was a little bit of a hassle with this bigger trailer, and this trailer has 16-inch wheels and you know, all that stuff. You know, like it's a lot larger, I think, than what a standard like utility trailer or even some of your car haulers, that kind of stuff. I think it would work on those, or like my wife's small horse trailer. So this is something definitely to check out, and I'll do a little bit of research on here and find out if they do make different sizes of these, because if they don't, then I can't really use this in an emergency situation if I'm out on the highway, because I'd have to find other things to make it work. So in this situation, you know, I was at home and I could find these little blocks of wood and things that I needed in order to be able to make this thing actually work. But overall, I actually do like the idea and the concept of the product. And if you like it and you have a smaller trailer that you think it'll work on, then I'll leave a link in the description. And until next time, keep it outdoors.